want to enhance or change your face shape using makeup, I'm going to dive into 5 ways at how you can enhance your face shape and make it look better using blush. So let's get started. So we always think about using blush as a way of adding color, but actually it can be used to sculpt and enhance your features. And to be able to do that, you have to first identify your face shape. So you can go look at a video that I've done, I think, for contouring, for understanding your face shapes, which can help you. Or if you can roughly identify whether you're square, round, oval, heart-shaped, long, it will help you with the next steps. And now I'm diving into for a round face. So generally what you want to do with a round face is to sculpt and enhance your cheekbones. And to do that, I'm going to show you how you do it. I just have a liquid blush. This one is called Worth from Rare Beauty, whichever blush you like to use. So you want to go a little above the apple of your cheeks and then blend it into your temples. So you go above the apples, like I said, slightly here, and then you blend it towards the temples. So you don't necessarily, this is a very pigmented blush, so I'm putting very, very little because it has a good spreadability. And then I'm just going to blend towards the temples to show you what that means. Okay, so now I think you can slightly see how this defines my cheekbones, because it creates that light or blush or color right above the apples of my cheeks. So then you can see the gradient. I just like to blend it a little bit in to make it look more natural. So this is what you want to do for a round face. So now I'm moving on to a square face, and for that you just want to soften your angles because they're a lot more defined and sharp. So to do that, you want to apply your blush right on the apples of your cheeks. So I'm going to do it on this side to show you the difference, or rather show you how it enhances things. So smile a little bit. And that is your apples of your cheeks. You go straight into that and blend. And you want to blend in circular motions. So, okay. So you can see that this creates that pop of color right in the center, and it helps to soften those like sharper edges that you have. So this is what you want to do for a square face. And now we're moving on to an oval shape. So for the oval face shape, you want to apply your blush slightly above the apples and blend towards the hairline. So I'm going to show you how we're doing it. Slightly above the apples is where I'm going. Again here. And then you want to blend towards the hairline. This allows to enhance your contour and add that little bit of a slimming effect because your face is a bit more oval and rounded. So I'm just going this way. It's almost like a contour line, but with the blush, it also adds that color. And as you can see, it's already given me that definition here. So that's what you want to do to add a bit of a slimming effect for your oval face. And now we're going to talk about what to do with blush when you have a long face. Now, so for a long face, you want to make sure that the width or the apples of your cheeks are a bit more enhanced, so it gives you some depth horizontally. So that's exactly what you want to do with the blush. You want to apply it to the apples of your cheeks, and then you want to blend it horizontally as opposed to a slanting upwards technique. This is a new way of trying to add width, or at least for me, I feel like it's a new way because it adds that little depth and width to your cheeks. And so you don't want to blend it upwards, you want to blend it just straight. So you might just want to tap and blend. Now this is a very pigmented blush, so I'm going to go a bit more harsh like this. So now you can see that I've added that pop of color, that width or depth, or rather. Now you can see I've added that little depth to my face that's creating a width horizontally that will help to balance out your long features and will give you a more enhanced look for the apples of your cheeks. Guys, can you see the difference between this side and this side? This side looks a bit more lifted, sculpted, slimmer. This is meant to add a slimming effect. And this one is a bit more, I don't know, fuller on the cheeks rather, and adds that little depth to like fuller cheeks. It gives you that illusion of fuller cheeks and a little pop of color. So I can see the difference clearly. Hopefully you can. And yeah, these are quick tips that will help. And now we're moving on to a heart-shaped face, which is what my face shape is perceived as like. So what I like to do with the heart-shaped face is try and apply the blush to the outer corners of your cheekbones and blend towards your temples. So you don't need all of that volume here. So I like to add a few dots. Let me show you. So I'm applying it to the outer corner of my cheekbones and a little bit on the temple. And now I'm going to blend. So I'm going to do the same thing on the other side since it's my face shape. And again, outer corners of my cheekbones and one dot on the temple. So now because I'm using a cream blush, I feel like with cream blushes, your fingers work, like you need that little bit touch of your fingers while blending. So I'm going in with a brush first. And then I'm just going to smoothen it out with my fingers. So for a heart-shaped face, using this technique helps to enhance the natural structure and maintain a balance. So what's most important with all of these tips and tricks and while using your blush is to make sure that you blend. No matter how many times I say blend, it's not enough. Blending is super important to make sure that your blush actually gives you the effect that you want it to, especially when you're trying to enhance your features. As you notice, I was using a cream blush, so I used a brush, and then after that, I used my fingers just to even it out a little bit. If you're using a powder blush, you might just need only a brush and it will help to blend seamlessly. Remember to dust off a little bit of the powder so that you don't get too much. A beauty blender could also help if that's something you're comfortable with. So remember, whatever works for blending for you, but blending is super important to give you that definition, to give you that structure, and to make all of these tips and tricks actually have the outcome that you want. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and I will share some more makeup tips with you in my next video.